Here we are for season 1, episode 2 of The Last of Us. I made it through episode 1. It was long, it was arduous, but I did it. And as a mental health professional, I'm telling you, it took me on a roller coaster ride. If you want the entire episode unedited, the reaction to it, go to Patreon. That's where we have it. Our Patreon page, the VIP tier, is where we put all of our series reactions, and also our album reactions are there too. There's several album reactions over there, and when new albums come out, that's where we check them out. But series-wise, Arcane is over there. The Last of Us, now going over there. I'm doing both of those at the same time, and guess what? Other ones are coming next. I think Avatar, The Last Airbender. We're just going to keep going. One series after another. It's a great family with chat rooms for each of the series we watch that I get to go in and talk to you on. And just so you know the schedule, The Last of Us is going to be coming out each Monday, new episode out. And on Patreon, each Monday, the next episode comes out. So on Patreon, you get it a week ahead of everybody that's on YouTube. And on Patreon, you get the full reaction. YouTube, just half of it, because they block so much of our content. But let's not digress to that. Let's go check out The Last of Us without further ado. All right, mental health time. Everybody lock in, get ready. Don't forget, if you want the fully unedited reaction to The Last of Us, go over to Patreon, the VIP tier. It is there, but without further ado, it is Infected. Oh, Infected is the name of the... You know, I hate to pause, but we leave off with them getting out of whatever that, lockdown was, sanctuary place, but it sure didn't seem much like it. It's like survival mode. And who was it? It was Joel and Tess and Ellie. All of them got out. He killed the police guy that he knew that he was dealing drugs to, and then they go off into the darkness. So how does this episode start with just like regular life? Is this a flashback? Indonesia. Oh, wow. This is interesting. Because before it was 2004 and then it went to like 2020 something, right? Now it's going back to 2003. Before any of that other stuff even happened in Indonesia. Is this where the whole thing started? Man, this is eerily like our world. With like the COVID stuff and everything, this kind of freaks me out. Duh. Everybody gets quiet. Reminds me of somebody to be like a doctor or something, a scientist. Or maybe they know something and they need her. They've found something. Now, she got to be freaking out. I'd be freaking out if they came to me like, we need you. We're not telling you why. I'd be like, now I'm going down for show. Professor of mycology. She's probably like, they're not supposed to be in humans.
Tidak bisa bertahan pada manusia.
He's like, you know what? Those cordyceps or whatever they were, she's saying they can't survive in humans, so why are you touching it like that? And he's like, I think we got somebody in here we need to show you because it's surviving in humans. It feels like somebody here in a cell. It's that look he had, like, come with me. Oh man, all suited up. Oh, I could not be her. I could not do this. I don't. What's she gonna see? It's gonna be a human infected, going nuts. So it's a dead body. I guess it's a human that died that had this in them or something. And now they're going to have her inspect it to see. But they don't even know at this point if this is like something that's going to transfer over or what's going to happen, but he sure ain't going in there, and she's all taped up. I'm kind of nervous about the red taped spots. Like, what are those for? I want this thing vacuum sealed, man. I want to be so protected that I'm in some kind of like solid casing that's outside of this thing even. I don't know, man. This makes me so nervous.
Apa ini gigitan manusia?
Oh, I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
Jadi kapan ini terjadinya, Pak?
Kurang lebih 30 jam yang lalu, Bu.
Di mana?
Di pabrik tepung dan gabah di barat kota.
Siapa yang menggigit perempuan itu, Pak?
Yeah, where did it start?
Kami tidak tahu.
Jadi artinya mereka masih berkeliaran di luar
Patient
sana.
zero. So I'm wondering, will these people stay that are get infected? Will they stay alive as long as, until somebody kills them? Will they just keep staying alive? Like they'll go and bite or eat on other people? Or if they don't find other people, they'll just stay alive, like as long as they need to. And then until somebody gets them, I'm thinking they just stay alive. Like they're infected and they just keep on living and moving around,
14
affecting
orang.
other people.
Saya telah menghabiskan waktu hidup saya untuk mempelajari hal ini. Jadi tolong dengarkan saya baik-baik.
Nothing.
Dan tidak ada vaksin. Bom.
Oh, man. So
Mulailah pengobatan.
she's like, just start bombing the entire area. Like she knows there is no solution here.
Maaf, Pak. Apa ada yang bisa antar saya pulang?
Like a soft place, at least. Everything's grown over. They are watching her like she's been infected, and we are going to sit here and see if she turns like on us. Like, that is she going to become one of those people? And they're just staring her down. She's like, this is freaking me out. It's somehow like she knows it's not me. Like, I have this, but it hasn't done anything to me, so I must be okay. And that's why I think they were protecting her at that place. I forget the name of that other lady that was at the center at that place that sent her away with them. But she's got to be freaked out at this point. Is it just me? This side note, this doesn't need to go on YouTube, but is it just me, or do you ever imagine in these stories and you're seeing these shows, like, how do they make it without brushing their teeth? And how do they make it without like bathing or having some type of change of clothes? They have to be just horrified with each other's smell and just the hygiene, and like your teeth would just, I don't know. Like, I sit here and I think about that every now and then when I watch these shows. I get into them and then I'm thinking, wait a minute. How do they exist like this? They don't have running water there. They don't have any things to be able to eat with. I don't know. Like, and how do they eat? Like, oh, I just go in a loop with that.
Do I look like I'm infected?
Show us your arm.
Same.
What was Marlene doing with an infected kid?
I'm not infected.
Hmm.
You locked me up and had your guys test me every day to see if I was getting sick.
Test you how?
I have to pee.
Test you how?
Gosh, hands hurting.
Broken.
That was brutal. Oh
Give me a
no.
hairline. It'll heal fast.
Gosh.
All right, we're still close to the wall. We sneak her back into the QZ. We find a different way to get the battery.
This.
You need to stop talking about this kid like she's got some kind of life in front of her.
So he didn't even see her as like a real person. He can't let himself see her as a real person, honestly. Been so jaded. You guys had so much loss. Joel's had so much loss in his life, losing. I don't know what happened to his wife, mother of his daughter, but losing his daughter the way that he did with that officer just shooting and losing his whole world. The last thing he's going to do is let himself get close to anybody. I think there's a brief kind of attachment there for him of like caring for her. But once he saw the infection piece, man, I think that really turned him. And I think also going through that with that officer where I think he might have killed him, when he beat him up. last episode. It's so traumatic. It's like not who he wants to be, but you have to be that to survive. And so here he is, stuck, having to be the protector, but also having to be patient because Tess is like, come on, don't rush to judgment like that. He's like, I don't care if she dies, like whatever. But I don't think that's really him. I think he's just not letting himself see her as a real person that, you know, really needs help.
I'm gonna talk to you like you're an adult, okay? Joel and I aren't good people. We're doing this for us.
There's a Firefly base camp somewhere out west with doctors. They're working on a cure.
Oh,
We've heard
no.
this a million times. Vaccines, miracle cures. None of it works, ever.
Fuck you, man. I didn't ask for this.
You
Yeah.
and me both.
No kidding.
This isn't gonna end well, Tess. We need to go back. If she so much as twitches.
Don't.
It's amazing the humor that she can have that really clicks, I think, with him. Not now, obviously, but she's got that little twinge of like rebellion, very much like his daughter, where she will say something at the most opportune time to like just like rib him or get at him. And that's what she's doing there. And Tess is like, "Don't, I'm telling you, he will be ready to pull that trigger." And it's not who he is, but I think what he's trying to say is we are asking for so much trouble having her. Not only will she slow us down, but people are probably looking for her. And we don't know what we're walking into with the Fireflies whenever we get her where she's going. We don't know that that's actually going to come out. So we just need the battery so we can get ourselves across the country. And Tess is like, this is the kind of mother in her. It's very motherly of her to try to take care of Ellie like this. And Ellie, I think, is still very much a child, a teenager, but she's still very much a child that is prone to those personality things. And at moments realizes it's serious, and at moments she stands up for herself.
Can I have a gun?
Absolutely not.
Okay, Jesus, fine. I'll have to throw a fucking sandwich at them.
Yeah,
Wow.
they hit most of the big cities like this. They had to slow the spread somehow.
Look at that.
So the state house is across there. It's about a 10-minute walk if you could go straight.
So,
Long way or short way?
where the fuck are they already?
You'll know it when they're close.
I didn't know last time. Whatever, I snuck in. Wanted to see what it was like. Didn't think there was gonna be anything in there, and then one just came at me out of nowhere. Thought I got away, but
How old are you?
14.
Wow. Well, I mean, you got some balls on you, sister.
Interesting there, right? Compliment for her to say, you've got something. You've got some strength inside you. That's an interesting way for Tess to be able to talk to her that gives her a compliment and helps her feel like she's capable and she's got what it takes, because this girl's been mistreated for so long and looked at as a subject that it's kind of nice to hear somebody believes in you or somebody recognizes what you have. That was pretty cool.
Everyone said the open city was crazy. Like swarms of infected running around everywhere.
Exactly like that.
You know, people like to tell stories.
So there aren't super infected that explode fungus spores on you?
Shit, I hope not.
You gotta be kidding me. You ever stay in a place like this?
No, a little out of our league.
I don't even know what this is.
Have you heard of books?
Oh, don't see, here's the teenager in her right there. I'm going to go play around with things and then something's going to pop out. Oh, no.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
I just can't. He's like, oh, isn't that nice?
No, well, I'm the smallest, so it'd be easier for me to get through.
But you die and you get nothing. You stay. You give me a hand?
Nice knife.
And she pops it open and
learn to do
starts
that?
flipping it.
Circus.
Gosh, she just won't give an inch. They're both stubborn. What a match.
Where are you from?
She's just, I was just thinking, they don't know anything about each other. And she's like, the grown-up's supposed to like have this conversation, but clearly he's not going to talk. So I'm going to ask him. She has some sophistication in her, like she's learned, and maybe that's partially grown up as an orphan. She's had to learn how to kind of survive on her own, but she has learned kind of that social interaction trait. She does seem more like an extrovert to me, and he seems way more like an introvert.
Texas,
What about Tess?
Detroit. It's in Michigan.
I go to school. I know where Detroit is.
He just doesn't want. He doesn't even care. And here's the reason. You can think about this, like emotionally and mental health wise. The more he knows about her, the more attached he gets to her. I'd rather not know anything about you and just do this deal and transact than to get ourselves involved in a relationship. I mean, it's probably partially purposeful and conscious of him, but partially also kind of unconscious. Just, I'm going to just be here to do my thing. Tess is my girl. And as far as Ellie goes, I just assume like us just stay separate because of that. So remember that when we're not like asking questions and getting to know people, sometimes that's because we don't want to get attached to them. They
Ever
just
kill one?
Yeah, I killed lots of them.
Is it hard? Like knowing they were people once?
Sometimes.
What a sweet moment. That's a very good moment there in their relationship. And he's getting to know her, which is going to attach him to her, I think, but in a way that she's very endearing. Like she's just being a regular girl who is scared and who doesn't know much. You know, I've grown up in this place and I've learned stuff from school, but I don't know a lot about this world and what goes on and what these infected people are. We just kind of heard about them. And he knows firsthand, having lived the life he has. And she's just like, what's that like? Killing somebody that you know has been a person. And he's like, that's been hard. I mean, there's times where it's really hard, especially if it's somebody that you know. But what a good moment for them to connect, at least to have that time. And she's being very genuine and asking him this question. They've been kind of smart aleck with each other back and forth, but this is a real moment.
What about that guy last night?
Wow. She's talking about the elephant in the room here, man. That is... Oh, wow. Infected people that are all still alive. No, it's interesting with the infected people too. They don't like go after each other. It's like there's something in that DNA that tells them like, these aren't the people I go bite. Like they'll go bite living people. And somehow they know that, I guess, from this organism thing. Yeah.
The fungus also grows underground. Long fibers like wires, some of them stretching over a mile. You step on a
Really?
patch of
So it could be on the ground, a mile long. It's almost like a weed or something. You step on the wrong thing and it wakes them up. It's like they're connected to that. So it's not just in their body. It's actually on the ground and under the ground and all that. So if you stepped, I can imagine stepping on a weed and then there's infected people all around that know right there is exactly where somebody is. And they can come running for you. Oh, this is freaky.
You're not immune. from
Oh
being
my
wounded.
goodness.
You understand?
Yeah. You might be immune from this illness, but they will still come at you.
Trying to keep you alive. Well, there's a way across from the top floor.
Well, then I guess it's fine.
I used to take it all the time.
It's bone dry. Could mean they're all finally dead in there. Marlene packing one of these or just sandwiches?
Yeah.
I love that. He's so funny.
ground rules.
Just at the right
Ground
moment.
slowly.
He's like, did Marlene pack you one of those? Or just sandwiches? Like, come on. And how long is that chicken sandwich good? See, that's the part of me that must be thinking like chicken out there like that's only good about 4 hours. You know, you got to go ahead and eat that. I saw her stick it back in her bag. But man, here we go. They're going to go inside. So I guess all this stuff, I don't know what it's called, but is dead, which means the people connected to it are dead. So I guess it's not fully connected to all of them. Like those people they saw from the top floor aren't connected to this. They're connected to their own maybe. And so you go to this building, all the infected that are here must all be dead, and then this dies.
If we come up against anything, you get behind us and you stay there. Okay?
Yes.
She follows direction well, and Tess leads well. She says things
I have
very
a spare
well.
hand.
Something's alive. Yeah, I didn't even think about it, but this girl, Ellie, she has never grown up in a normal world. She's only read about it. I don't even think about that. I'm thinking about Tess and Joel, and they grew up in a normal world and saw regular life, and now it's kind of like me prior to technology, growing up in my life without, there weren't cell phones, there wasn't computers, there wasn't, till I was in almost done with middle school or high school, almost into high school before there were computers in school, that I've seen what it's like with zero technology, just nothing. And then now with it, and they saw regular life, but now Ellie has grown up totally in this world. Oh, it's crazy.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's like a fresh person.
Don't hear it. Who would you hear? Who would you hear?
As a parent, we know, any of you who are parents, that thing, like when you're trying to get something, it's a tense moment, and your child, all of our children have done that. Say something either the wrong way, too loud, or say something, that's just not appropriate at the moment. And you're like, that look on Joel's face, look.
Who would you hear?
He's like, I just can't get enough of that.
I've been attacked by one and it wasn't like that.
Okay, from this point forward, we are silent.
So she knows enough to know this is something wrong here. And he's so fresh, like, it's pretty recent. Man, I was ducking too. Like something falling down. It's like there's more of it as they go up. This is no. Oh, these people with this stuff coming out of their bodies. The tentacles. The worms. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. Nope. I'm ready to shut her down now for the night here. Y'all, this is not what I signed up for. There is something in this place. I can feel it. You hear that sound I've heard before in this show, I feel like. Just some kind of bird animal sound. Oh, how can, oh man. Here we go. There it is. It's coming at you. How are they not coming to get them? It's almost like they can't see or something, because they're right there and they're walking. You'd think they would be able, but he said from now on, we're silent, like don't speak. But I never heard anything like these things can't hear or they can't see or they can hear but they can't see. I don't know, understand, because this one's right here. I think Ellie's having a panic attack. I think she's completely freaking out. This is a girl that's so tough, so strong, puts on such a brave front, but she's still a little girl. She's a girl who's lived in a completely sheltered life and, has kind of been within those confines, hasn't been out in the real world. And now all of a sudden, these people, they play for keeps. Like, this is for real here. This is something that, this thing will end you. And I think she feels that at this moment. Remember, we talked about with trauma, fight, flight, freeze. Fight means you go after them. That's more of the Joel piece. I'm going to go after them when trauma kicks in. Flight is the takeoff. Like, I just want to get the heck out of here and not have anything to do. But here they are. They're stuck because where do you run? You can't run at this point. And freeze is like Ellie right now. She's staring at Joel and just kind of shaking, almost like deer in the headlights. I don't know what to do. And I'm afraid she's going to panic and scream, which apparently what he said was something about here, like don't speak because they can hear or something. Clearly they can't see or can't see well because I think they would have already seen them. So I think that's the story. You can stand wherever close to them. That's fine. They won't get you until they hear you. But I guess they just roam around. It's not like they smell anything, I don't think. But she's about to have a panic attack here, and I'm hoping she doesn't scream. But the one thing they need to be able to do, lock eyes, look at me, stay with me. Do not veer off of me. Don't look over at that other thing. Stay with me and keep breathing. Like, keep breathing. Because in panic attacks, you have to be able to slow yourself down, narrow your field of vision. Remember to have deep breaths and, fan yourself, get some air going in front of you, something to help keep your body moving and regulated, and let yourself stay away from any of the trauma that you're seeing, whatever it is in life. And you got to shoot them in the head. Look at, oh my gosh, the brains. Oh, look at their heads. Oh no. Get them loaded quick. Oh, isn't this wild? They can't see a thing, even if you do a flashlight in their face. It's like their eyeballs have been covered by the brain. And all of those tentacles in there. Look at this face. There's no eyes, just a mouth with those teeth. And all the tentacles of the brain have just covered his whole, it's like it's what makes him think and act at this point is that. I thought it was like regular people that were just coming to bite people. I didn't know it was going to be the brain people. Y'all, where are the girls? She is completely freaking out. I know she's got to be totally traumatized beyond all measure at this point, and it's survival mode, and she's hearing all those sounds coming out of their mouths, and you see them getting closer, and you just, as a person, we think they can see. Like, it's hard to picture that, wait a minute, they can't see. If we can just get in another direction away from them, then we'll be safer. But she was just... I think she is just lost at this point emotionally, but thankfully she's following him, the glass. Man, they are so fast. Oh boy. Got Ellie. Those gunshots don't kill them. What kills these things eventually? What do you have to do to get rid of them? Is it in the brain with the tentacles? Is there something in that you have to shut down, slice open? I don't know what has to happen, but look at Ellie, poor thing. Oh my goodness. In the throat, in the head. That's it. There's another. Oh, a hatchet. It's got a hatchet in his head. And he's still alive, but can't hear him. Just flailing around. And that was a great shot she had in the side of his head. I don't know if Joel knew that before or not, but he's figured it out. You shoot them in the head, it's going to kill them. I don't know how do you watch the,
I didn't shit my pants.
Oh. Oh no. Oh no. I can't even make it past episode 2 of this show. Time to call it quits on this one. Like I said, I get enough mental health disturbance in my office every single day of the week. The last thing I need is it here. I mean, it's okay to see some drama, but she's already been bit, and now here she goes. Did she get bit again? Did she get scratched? what happened there, because now you know what they're thinking. That's it for her. She's toast. Tess is smart enough to say, let's keep moving, because staying in here is not helpful for us. Can't believe Ellie's sense of humor in that moment. Just coping skill.
Put this around your arm.
Thanks.
I know
But-
it looks scary.
That was scary. This is wood.
Dude, she's like, what the hell? I'm
Wait
sorry.
there.
She's like, what are you
Just a minute.
thinking, man? I just almost got eaten alive by a brain creature and I got bit on my arm again. This is nothing. I fall off of this, whatever, because I was staring death in the face. Isn't that great how she just has a comeback for him?
Don't worry about the second.
How about you just take the good news? Can you do that? Like to think for once, maybe we could actually win?
And he knows that, man. Guy's been through so much. It's easier for him to think of the horrible and try to climb out of it than it is to be hopeful that maybe things will go okay and to be let down and devastated. He's had that before with his daughter. So he doesn't want to go through that again. He's had that with his brother. You know, he's lost everybody in his life. And Tess is such a good regulator for him. She's the one that keeps him balanced. And I think he hears what she says. He corrects himself when she does that. And also having Ellie stand up to him where it's like, man, I can take care of myself if I want to, but you could be nice about it.
Is it everything you hoped for?
Jury's still out.
God, you just think about this. A girl who's never grown up in the real world and has never been out to a place like this, and she sees like the world. This is what it was like. Not even looking like that, but this is how expansive everything was. It's got to be just awesome. It's like living on a farm somewhere and then going to the Grand Canyon and seeing how expansive everything is just huge. It's incredible. But the two of them, there's a connection there. Like she and he are really, I think, I could see them getting close because I think he admires that toughness in her and how she can stand up for herself. And also the vulnerability in her that she needs somebody to still care about her. She's still a child. She's 14. And then for her, I think she appreciates how tough he is and what a leader he is. And he takes care of business and he's a protector. But also that he can care for her and that he comes back. He comes back around. He may be, hard, but he comes back around. The only way for Tess to cope is just keep moving. Still got the watch. And she's toughing it out. Like, I don't care about my ankle. I'm going to show you I'm fine. So this is the meeting point, I guess. This could be bad. Oh, no. Oh, man. Oh, they're all dead?
What is going on?
I don't know.
Seize the clues.
Tess.
Come on.
Tess!
Tess is like, we're here for a reason. I've sprained my ankle. You've gotten bit. We almost died. I am completing this mission and we are moving on. She is almost bullheaded at this point.
Holy shit.
They're all dead.
One of them got bit. The healthy ones fought the sick ones. Everyone lost. Tess,
Oh,
what are you
man.
doing?
Ellie!
I
Now
don't know,
she's
just
yelling at
west.
Ellie.
Okay, well, I mean, one of them's got to have a map on them.
And if they got bit, one of them gets infected, they bite other people. Don't those bitten people become infected and then they go bite other people? And why wouldn't these people turn into infected people that would now come after them right now? Or is it once your brain's destroyed, you have no life anymore? There's something about the brain.
We are going home.
It's not my fucking
Oh
home!
boy, she's losing it right now. It's not my home. Boy, here we go, having a moment.
Our luck had
Wow.
to run out sooner or later.
She's infected.
Who is? Oh,
Show me.
that's why she said she sprained her ankle and left the sock on and got it tied up and then got so irritated and so antsy. And that's why she said, can you just celebrate a win? something because she knew I've been bitten and I am going down. And it's just a matter of time. And that's why she wanted to go ahead and complete this mission to get it done so that I guess she could be with Joel, or, that would be the end for her. But amazing how Ellie starts to hear her language and how desperate Tess is, kind of like doomed over. And she's like, she got infected. She was putting 2 and 2 together there with the sprained ankle and also her language, the way she was speaking. Oh man, even Joel's like, I love you, but So she did sprain her ankle, but got bit there.
Look, Joel, this is real. Joel, she's fucking real. Please say yes, Joel. Please.
Oh, fuck!
Oh man. By shooting this guy, he's activated that flippin' fungi thing. And every single infected all around knows exactly where the alarm got set off here. And they're all coming for them now. And she's already going to die. But the other two, Joel and Ellie, they got to get out, but it's probably too late. They're going to be stuck in this building.
How many?
All of them. Maybe a minute.
Oh, I wonder if they know how to get indoors. Oh, man, this is terrible. Oh,
What are you doing?
gonna burn it
Making
down?
sure that they don't follow you. Joel. Say who you can say.
No! We're not leaving her!
Oh,
Get off me, you fucker! Not going with you!
this is so sad. You can see the attachment already for Ellie. She's got, kind of this family here, and she's grown close to Tess because Tess has stuck up for her. Tess has led her. Tess has taught her, and Tess has believed in her. And Tess is being the grown-up and saying, I'm going to die here, but I'm going to make sure these people, these infected, are distracted so they don't come after you. They're going to come after me because I'm still alive. Like I'm still a regular person. And I'll torch this place, I guess, is what she's saying. And then Ellie's like, like that child. I know she's throwing a tantrum. I'm not leaving her. You can't leave her. But see, she doesn't understand. She's not like you. You can't just get infected and then it's just okay. She's going to die and then she's going to try to eat you as well. So we have to be able to get out of here. And he's the strong enough one to be able to do it. If anybody's going to just screw it, I don't care, I'm taking you and we are going, it's Joel. Then you see your whole life flash in front of your eyes. It's over. So sad. What a horrible moment, y'all. I just can't even, I don't even know what to say. How depressing that was, how intense the drama was after episode 1, and how depressing it is. The cast is shrinking here. It's down to 2 of them, and that's it. How in the world? I'm exhausted. I'm sweating after that, and so depressing to see Tess, who was kind of the one link in attachment for Ellie, to be able to feel like there might be hope, to have that happen, all for the sake of wanting to just save Ellie and to save the world. Honestly, I think that's what Tess was saying. Do the right thing and let's go try to do something good for this world because it's all just falling apart. Oh my goodness. What's going to happen in episode 3? I don't know if I have the energy. I'm exhausted after this. And I'm a mental health professional. I deal with this all the time. It's exhausting to see this. I'm physically and emotionally invested in this. Give me your comments. Let me know what you think about this. No spoilers, but let me know and fill in the blanks of what I needed to hear about this episode. It's amazing how they touch a certain tentacle and then it triggers everybody to come around. Remember, if you want the fully unedited episode, go to Patreon. The VIP tier has it. All the series we watch, the fully unedited episodes of each series are on Patreon, the VIP tier. That's where it's at. Also, our album reactions are there. An edited version that's about half that length is going to come out to YouTube every Monday for The Last of Us. Every Monday, new episode comes out. So stay tuned for that. And also Arcane we're doing as well. So please leave your comments. Never forget mental health matters. I appreciate you being here and I can't wait to see you on the next Reaction Therapy.